what would it take to land a Shohei Ohtani, and what team possesses that?
I think there are probably 3 teams that could land Ohtani, right? I think the Dodgers, the Mets, the Yankees. Cohen of the Mets certainly has the money to throw at him to say, look, we want you. Here's what we're willing to offer. But are you throwing, money at a guy that, you're relying on? I mean, look, he's everything is advertised, right? But I almost feel like as a Met fan, it's almost like the bad luck. We finally get the guy, and then he stinks. Like I almost see him.
Don't say that.
Wow.
No, but it's true. Hey, remember? Listen, and I know Dibble knows this because he was playing in the '90s. Remember the Mets? They had the worst team money could buy. We had all these guys, and we got all of them basically after their careers. They were garbage, and then what's his name? Vince Coleman was spraying bleach on people. So it's
and throwing firecrackers at people. Don't forget that.
No, I don't. So I'm just saying. I feel like I want to see the Mets get him, as a fan. But I almost feel like, do we really need that? That kind of. I don't want to say headache because I think he'll thrive. I don't think it would be an issue for him. But do we really need that? I mean, what a lineup that would be: Senga, Ohtani, Verlander, Scherzer. You can't win a World Series with those 4 pitchers. There's something wrong there. I think push comes to shove. I think it's going to be a fight between the Dodgers and the Yankees.
It was 40 years ago this week. George Brett hit the home run off of Goose Gossage, and he used to own Goose. But the Pine Tart deal. What do you remember about that? And every time I think of it, I just remember George running out of the dugout. He's going to kill everybody. Yeah. But what were your thoughts when that happened?
I'll tell you what I remember. I was 10 years old, and I was a Yankee fan at the time. And I was watching it on TV, and it was Frank Messer and Phil Rizzuto and Bill White. Or I think, actually, no, Phil was gone already because he was going over the George Washington Bridge to go home to his wife because he always would leave in the 7th inning. He'd say, I'm coming, Cora, and he'd leave. And so the last 2 innings were Messer and White. And I remember when they called him out and the whole running out of the dugout and the measuring of the bat and, the mayhem that the umpires couldn't figure out what had happened there. And then, what happened after that, a couple of days later, no, they made a mistake. They got to go back on the field. And I if I recall correctly, I don't remember if Billy Martin was still managing the team. Maybe it was, I can't remember off the top of my head. But I remember they put Guidry in the outfield to finish up that game. I remember that. For some reason, that sticks out in my head that Guidry was playing in the outfield.
It was Billy Martin because he's the one who challenged the homer. Yeah.
He ran out there.
Okay. So,
I loved it because I still remember them laying the bat down and looking at the pine tar, and I'm going, what the hell is that all about? And I didn't know the rule because I was young, and I was just like, that's crazy. That's crazy.
Yeah, I had no clue either. I'm like, were they measuring the home run? Like, is that what they're...
No, they're measuring the damn pine tar on the dude's bat. It's crazy.
Yeah.
After 19 seasons, Patrice Bergeron calls it quits for the Boston Bruins. I know you're a super big hockey fan. Are you sad to see him go or happy that, finally get this guy out of Boston?
Yeah, he was a tremendous player, and, the last 19 years in the National Hockey League is certainly something to be celebrated. I mean, guys like that don't last that long in the league. The guy was a winner. Wherever he went, he was a winner, and he was a tough player, and I'm kind of happy he's gone. But I mean, he was at the end of his career. He wasn't as much of a factor as he was, say, 8-9 years ago. But tremendous player and a winner, and 19 years is a great run.
Love having you on the show, Mr. Gatullo. I hope everything is good in your world, and we'll talk to you soon.
All good, guys. You take care.
You too.
Thanks, Al.
Al Gatullo, everybody. Check out his Craft Beer Cast at 11 p.m. on Sunday.